So you're back from your exhibition, and though we hope you had a brilliant time, here at I2I Events we don't believe our work is done just yet. And so we want to offer you and your team 3 final tips that'll help you to get maximum benefit from all the effort you've just put into the show. Firstly, how quickly do you plan to contact everyone who showed interest in you, your products and services? It's tempting when you return from an exhibition to take some time to recover, catch up with the work you missed while you're out, and maybe even carefully pack everything away that you took with you ready for next time. Here's our advice. Forget that stuff for now and keep the show going. Consider the days after the show is finished to be show days too. Keep the team motivated and energized for just a few more days and decide to follow up every lead or contact you gathered pretty much immediately. Leave all your stuff in the car and ignore your inbox just for one more day. Here's the truth, in the 21st century, customers expect suppliers to be really responsive, and prospective customers will often make a link between how quickly you follow up their interest with how fast you would respond if they were a real customer. What a tragedy to waste all your effort at the show just because you took too long to follow up a lead. Now, when you do follow up, make it as individualised and personal as possible. We all dislike generic emails or impersonal brochures carelessly sent in the post. Don't waste the gold dust of a great lead simply for the sake of saving a bit of time. If it's at all possible, follow up each and every lead individually, ideally remembering something they told you about themselves or their company when they visited your stand. Of course, talk about why you believe your stuff is so great, but make it personal to them and not just propaganda and rhetoric that you just say to everybody. Now, of course, if you got lucky and you got hundreds and hundreds of leads, following up each and every one personally might not be possible and of course would just take too long. If this is the case, then at the very least categorise them into groups and tailor your response according to each group. The main advice here though is please don't send anyone a generic email telling them how terribly grateful you were for them visiting your stand, attaching your latest brochure and imploring them to get in contact with you. It's old-fashioned, it's lazy, and frankly, it's beneath a company that's as great as yours. Secondly, with your hottest and most potentially lucrative leads, get on the phone the day after the show and get an appointment to go and see them just as quick as you can. Now, if they're on the other side of the world, I appreciate that might be a bit of a challenge, but for all the rest, keep the momentum going with them, get back in front of them really quickly and show even more interest in them and their ambitions. And hopefully you'll get the chance to show how your products will fit beautifully with what they want to achieve. Be assumptive when you call. Proactively suggest a couple of dates you'd like to go and see them. Don't look desperate, even if it is a big opportunity. But don't be too subservient either. What you've got is great, right? Anyone would be lucky to do business with you. Be confident without being arrogant. Do your homework well before the appointment itself. Do some really good research on the company and the person that you'll be seeing. And then open up the meeting with informed questions about them, rather than just a product pitch. Do this and they'll become putty in your hands. Thirdly and finally, get ready for next year's show now. Booking a brilliant space quickly is an obvious first step, but more than that, get your show team together and talk about what went well and what you could have done better. Now this has got to be done within a week of the show. Memories fade, everyone gets busy. And if you're not careful, you go back next year and just do what you did before. Now, while you're at it, ask everyone what they saw other companies doing at the show. Everyone at an exhibition looks at everyone else's stand and either feels smug about theirs or envious about the other person's. It's human nature. Have some fun with this in your team. Tell each other stories about what you saw and then decide whose ideas you want to steal and improve upon. So that's it. Make the show go on by coming back and jumping straight onto those opportunities before they go stale and in the most individualised way possible. Let them see you again by getting on the phone and securing appointments with potential new clients on their turf and impress them with your knowledge about them. And finally, make next year even better than this year by getting everyone to share their views before they forget what happened in the flurry of business that you've no doubt created. Here at I2I, we're beyond passionate about the untold possibilities of exhibitions and events, but we know the real success depends on what happens after them. And we really look forward to hearing about the possibilities this show has opened up for you.